shared.
Hi, my name is Jake Wright, and I chose this photo because I thought there was a lot going on in it, and so for that I wrote a series of haikus. Alright, it's entitled Swaddling Velvet. Vibrant rose-stained cloth shines as it encompasses the dark, bleak branches. An oak stands alone, the center of attention, inside a large crowd. Frost in the meadow covers the thick, earthy crust, shaded by the oak. Reckless abandon, always careless decisions without consequence. As I lay here still, a cry in desperation, she suffocates me.
I'm Lexi Berry, and I picked the image behind me because I loved that absolute purity of the image. What happened? A white carpet like snow thrown across the curtilage. The wind whips and howls with the remaining trees scattered miles apart. A world abandoned with no life left, vacant from the souls of beings. A yard empty, longing the presence of a child's footstep. A house broken and dusty with the remembrance of the life that once was. Where a mother's touch lips lingered, the ghost of garments haunt a long-gone line. What happened? No life remains in a world that once stood tall, is now torn and discarded like a crumpled newspaper drifting in the wind.
Hello, my name is Matthew Owens, and I chose this image because it was very abstract and it looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere in the ocean, and you don't really get to see many pictures like that. Waves. Water has no definite shape. It takes the shape of anything it touches, whether a lake bed or a simple cup. It may look like the object, but it does not become it. Waves take the shape of the land underneath. Water has no definite shape. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Damaris Osario. I chose this image because the colors gave me a lifting feel, but the trees around and the darkening of it gave it a creep feel, so it gave me enough to reflect on. Okay. The name of my poem is called Intertwined. Amongst the wind and tragedies of life, we are taken. Reconcile my past memories into one whole of a whole. For I am no longer hollow, but an entirety in sense. No longer vague, I am everlasting. Far too complete in thought, I will be waiting for this brief moment in time. Follow me, but do not tempt my sweetness. I state the cynical, but I am high spirit. I am delight and content in two. Let me show you, we are one, intertwined, practical, and immune to the horrid. You will find my liking inevitable.
Hello, my name is Sam Wright, and I chose the picture behind me because it was really mysterious and intriguing with a strange whirlpool-like entity in the middle, and it really just inspired me. Whirlpool. Water swirling down. Time falls short in its company. As if shadow has come to rest on this one spot, darkness falls on the water. This whirlpool did not come from the current. From the depths, it did not come. What is a whirlpool? What causes such an amazingly destructive force? The current. The current is the answer. The current brings life, and it brings death as it so chooses. But this whirlpool was not brought upwards from the depths. This whirlpool was made by man.
My name is Lauren, and I chose this picture because I felt like I had a connection to this picture in a way because I could see myself as this person, the dancer. As a young girl, she always wanted to be a dancer, but she never got the chance. She was born into a poor family and didn't have the money to go into dance. Even though she did not have the money, she would go every day after school and stand outside the dance studio and listen to the music and practice. As she got older, she would stand there and listen, but she never figured out how to move. One day, the dance teacher saw her out there. She said, "Why aren't you in my class?" "I don't have the money to be in your class, ma'am. I'm sorry." So the teacher felt bad for her and told her that she could come and take her class for free. So as the years passed, the young girl was very happy that she finally got to take dance class. Years came and passed. It was finally her time to audition for the dance of school. As the audition ended, she was so excited that they told her that it was her time to be a dancer in life. After that, she went home and told her family that she finally could live her dream. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Tabitha Kearney, and I chose this photo because of the struggles that I've had in life and other people may have had in life. Ripple. Life is a journey. Like an ocean, there are big waves and small waves, crashing to the shore, pushing and pulling, aiming to tear, to rip apart anything in its way, to carry away from the bay, never to return, never to replace. And then the storm comes rumbling in. I still stand strong. Life twists and turns. It's like motion. It's a wave. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Trey. I chose this picture because it had a great story behind it. The title is called Mysterious Female. All you see is an older woman, but she's really a little girl, mysterious female. A little girl who dresses like an older woman, looks like an older woman, and sounds like an older woman. But she acts like a little girl, mysterious female. While the little girl is walking on the beautiful beach, she sees an older woman. She starts to talk to the older woman and keeps talking. And then suddenly, the little girl starts being a little girl. Now no longer mysterious female.
I'm Kara Perez, and I chose the image behind me because it looks like someone that could be looking at you from the corner of your eye, and that spoke to me personally. Envious bombshell. May I speak? May I walk? May I breathe? You, bombshell, very much like a shadow tent, hunting, mimicking, mocking me enviously. I envy you for your fearlessness, whereas you envy me for my attentiveness. Well, I think of it as being a coward. I am an attentive coward. Tell me why you're so accepting with your mistakes, but then you hide your true identity. You fill my mind with your fraudulent smirks and disapproving looks, and I cringe. It's the reason why you look at me with such looks is because you have a case of envy in the brain. The question is, why do you envy? Why do you take your past and blame me for your mistakes because you cannot take it back? I can simply elude by making your mistakes. And as I grow older, I start to fathom your ways, bombshell. I truly do. You can continue to loiter over me. I will turn my head, advancing, continuing to ignore your existence. Take care of that negative trait, bombshell. Green isn't a flattering color on you. Thank you.
My name is Nikki, and I chose this piece because it's very mystical and very out there, and that's how I seem to see my life and everything around me. My piece is Drifting. Silence settles on the sea as the wind is lifting. Is it you, or is it me? Or is our world just drifting? Twisting and winding along our paths, no one knows where to turn. To beware Mother Nature's wrath is the lesson that we learn. Darkness drifts in yet again, and silence falls once more. Now that it has come to end, set upon the shore. Now the wind has lifted, yet our lives have drifted.
Nicholas Hunt, and I chose this photo right here because it sort of brought back memories of me going to the beach and I've been to the beach every year of my life for most of it, so this is how I write a couple of haikus about my beach haikus. Silence is the sound. Waves reverberate around. Silence is all I need. Sand between my toes. The waves prune up my tan feet. Such a still moment. It is that time of year again. Summer is here, and I have great cheers. Ocean emotions. A big raging tsunami or a calm slink stream. Thank you.
I chose this image because it was different from the other ones and it stood out for me. Secret sweetness. Secret sweetness, the world will never know. Admiring, kind, and affectionate, for these are the feelings he will never show. He covers himself in bitterness, anguish, and distress. Yet I've fallen in love with this man. What an enormous mess. His eyes big like the body of water that's surrounded by trees. His hair dark like the night sky in the middle of July. His skin so soft like silk. His sweetness is becoming easier to see. He is no longer bitter. My feelings for him will never wither.
My name is Tristan Tomko, and I chose this image because I thought it was interesting because of all the different forms of perspective you can have on it. Flash. On a cold, dark night, the ground slowly rumbles. Soon the whole forest shakes. Birds scatter as we try to collect ourselves. We decide to consult our leader about what is going on. Our leader says we should see the scorched earth, since he believes the shaking is originated from that area. 7 of us embark to uncover the origin of this mysterious shaking. When we reach the scorched earth, we see huge fast beasts who growl at us as they pass. But one stares back at us, and then it passes us with a flash.
I picked this photo because it really stuck out to me more than the others. Blur. Deep in the distance, the shine of headlights seemed to glow. Gray skies, gray roads, practically the same. Closer and closer they come, blinding, piercing, nowhere to go. This is a one-way street, so I go ahead to the unknown, to the future. But frozen, stuck in this moment. Never to go ahead, never accelerating. Heavy on the brake, my foot stands. All I see ahead of me is a blur.